Day 3. Today I wanted to talk about something that I didn't really get to yesterday because the video ended up becoming a little long, but basically what it meant that I sort of ran out of steam with Reform and was so focused on trying to find the right or the ideal customer profile or whatever it's called, and sort of why I think that's probably the biggest mistake I've made with that product. And but before that, I just wanted to say that it's been really awesome doing these videos because I've only done 2 so far, and I plan on doing 30 or 31 or however many days there in August. And I've already gotten so many DMs and messages and hopped on calls with people and stuff like that, so it's having exactly the kind of effect that I hoped it would. Just sort of start a lot of conversations, and just people give me a ton of input and ideas and stuff like that. Really appreciate that, of course. So basically what happened is what I want to talk about now. So I think kind of where we left our hero yesterday was that I sort of ran out of internet friends, as I called it yesterday, to sell Reform to, and I felt like the correct thing to do was to figure out some sort of niche or a market to go after, because if I had that, then I could sort of reverse engineer my way into figuring out what features to build and stuff like that, jobs to be done and all that. The problem was that I never found that, so I've spent at least a year doing that, going down different paths and doing calls with people. And I've also had this MVP / lean startup mentality where it's okay, let's try to see if we can sell this to salespeople. So let's add this integration and add this website or add this landing page to the website, and add this button here and change the copy over here, and basically just add all these little tests into the product and the whole website and everything around the product that wasn't really true to the core of Reform. And basically what happened at that point is I stalled the product. I stopped working on building what I thought would be a great form builder product and started trying to figure out what other people in other communities or whatever would think would be a great form builder, and basically try to not just guess, talk to them and stuff. But the thing that worked for Reform in the beginning was that I was building something with Bjorn, my co-founder, something that we thought was really cool, and that when we showed it to our friends, they thought it was cool as well. And we stopped doing that, and I think it just completely stalled the product. And when I look back, I just feel like if we had kept doing that good work for longer, it might have been different. We would still have to find the right positioning and the right market, but I think we stopped too early building an awesome product. So we went into, okay, let's fix the business before we had an awesome core product, and I think that was a mistake. I'm reminded of Mike Maples Jr. He has this framework for building startups where before growth hacking stage you have the value hacking stage, and I think I skipped ahead too quickly from the value hacking stage. I just don't think we spend enough time coming up with some really great new ideas for how a form builder could work. Instead we had the mentality of this should be good enough for enough people, we just need to find those people, and I'm not sure that was the right thing to do. So I was listening to this podcast called Founders, where he sort of gives summaries of books and and essays and stuff like that. It's really great. He just had one about a Paul Graham essay about doing great work, and Paul Graham talks about how if you want to do great work, you shouldn't try to you basically have to do something you're interested in, and you just have to keep doing that. And it's almost like the fewer other people who understand you or are interested in that thing as well, the better. And it kind of resonated with me, and maybe I'm just like looking for excuses to whatever, not do marketing and just build product. I don't really think so, because I know myself, but it's just interesting that like every time I talk to people, most people tell me that like the correct thing to do would be to find out, like look through your customers and find out like who would be willing to pay more and like see the value in this and stuff like that. And obviously I've tried that, but I haven't really found anything that interested me. And you know, my friend Christian Jenko posted a video response to my video yesterday where he talked about how he's trying to pivot his business into serving loan officers, and it just doesn't resonate with me, you know. Like we built an integration not too long ago, and they're sending us these customers now that are insurance agents basically, and I don't love serving them, you know. Like they aren't tech savvy like me, or they aren't interested in the same things as me. They're like, a lot of them are honestly pretty rude, and it's just not a very fun customer to serve. And I'm just being honest here because I don't think they follow me on Twitter, so I'm not afraid to say this. But I don't want to build a form builder for them. Even if they paid me $100 a month, I still don't think that I would want to build a form builder for them. I'd rather build a form builder for people that look... Sorry, a train just going by. Yeah, we have trains in the forest. I would rather just build something that resonates more with me, and yeah, so I don't really know what I want to say more than that, except that it resonated with me, and I find it interesting that people are kind of like pushing me in the direction of like, you should find someone else to build forms for that are willing to pay more. And I have this strong urge to build features that I am excited about. So maybe I should just listen to myself and build more stuff that I'm excited about and see where that takes me. My friend Matt Wensing from Summit has like been on this incredible pivot journey the past 6 months that we thankfully have been documenting, and which is going to be its own season of our podcast out of beta soon. But so he's found a market, but it's not like loan officers, you know, or something, or like a market that he doesn't care about at all. It's like it's still something that's like, you know, he has a lot of those people in his network. But and the other thing is like, he just kept hacking on that product for years until he just like kept... Another train. He just kept trying to make it more valuable and just like innovating basically. And every time he built something really cool, he just he went really hard on like a sales and marketing journey to try to find other people who thought that was cool as well. But I think we've skipped ahead too early, so it's more like we have a like okay form builder. So like I don't know like who would be super excited about paying a lot of money for like an okay form builder. And if we need to build a like very specific form builder or whatever tool that has forms in it for this niche market, I think it'd just be much easier to start over on a different product. And so I think basically where I'm getting to now is the only way that I keep working on Reform is if I just, you know, go back to doing the same thing that I was doing in the beginning, is just build stuff that I think is cool and share it with other people who might think it's cool, and then see where that takes me. And I feel self-conscious because this video is too long and I didn't really have a good plan for what I was going to say, and it doesn't feel very coherent. But the challenge is to just get something out there, and I'm not going to do another video. So if you watched this far, I appreciate it. And I'm sorry that it was so incoherent. Thanks for watching.